team full of Max Crosby's. Not in terms of their effort, but they gonna get off the bus and try to hold you to zero, knowing that they offense is gonna throw two pick sixes, give up a bunch of short fields, all that. But they still get off the bus and they gonna try to hold the opponent to zero. And now when they so you think Aaron Rodgers can't get him 20?
Why is it good for Dak, but it's not good for Justin Fields? Dak is a winner.
Cap. That's cap.
Oh my God, bro, no, bro.
I'm a Cowboy fan. I got Cowboy hats in the back. I got Cowboy t-shirts in the back. That's cap, and we not taking that.
We're back, Huddle Buddies. How y'all like that new name? Dak is a winner, season-wise, in his season.
Season-wise.
Yeah, yeah.
And OBJ is back. Watch.
Going deep, Jamar Chase. He's got it. Chase to the end zone. That's a Bengal touchdown.
Hey, welcome back to Bring the House podcast. I am your host, Marshawn Fairley, along with my co-host and the star, DT. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, my brother. I'm excited to be back with the fans and do another show.
Huddle Buddies, we got some exciting content for you today. Stay tuned. Let's go ahead and just let's knock in the top five. We got 8 minutes left to go. Let's go ahead and knock in the top five. Give me your explanations. Let me go 5 through 1. Let's go, DT. Okay. Who's 5?
Aaron Rodgers, bro. How many MVPs do Aaron Rodgers got?
Lord,
you're a Packer fan. Is it? I think it's like 2 or 3.
Two back to back. I believe it's 3. It was 2 back to back.
Yeah, and wasn't he the so? I mean, like you can't leave Aaron. You can't have a top 10 quarterback list and leave Aaron Rodgers off. I know, he might have been slowing down in the playoffs, and he got hurt last year. But he is still that guy. Like he's still to be feared, especially now that the Jets got 12 offensive tackles. They're gonna be straight when it comes to protecting them, and they got a Malachi Corley, and so I think he's gonna just produce. Like I think he's gonna be a top 5 quarterback this year. He's gonna give Josh Allen and the Bills a run for their money. I don't think the Dolphins got nothing for him. Because the Dolphins don't have a defense to match.
What you mean? They just drafted Chop.
I feel you. I'm high on Chop, but Chop is like an undersized defensive end. Like that's his MO. And so but who else they got besides Chop? They got Jalen Phillips. They got Jalen Ramsey. But some to me feels fluffy about their defense. Miami Dolphins defense, like some feels capped, and so, but one thing we do know is that Jets defense is not capped.
No,
the Jets defense is like a team full of what's my boy for the Raiders?
Max Crosby.
A team full of Max Crosby's, not in terms of their effort, but they gonna get off the bus and try to hold you to zero, knowing that they offense is gonna throw 2 pick sixes, give up a bunch of short fields, all that. But they still get off the bus and they gonna try to hold the opponent to zero. And now so you think Aaron Rodgers can't get him 20 off the bus?
Yeah.
But Garrett Wilson?
Yeah.
So
he can game manage 20. You right.
Yeah, he top 5, bro. You cannot have a top. He's 2 or 3-time MVP. You cannot have a top 5 and leave Aaron Rodgers off while he's still playing.
Switch him and CJ Stroud for me. We'll be straight.
4, right? So 4.
We have 4.
Now here we into the money makers. These the movers and shakers, right? Number 4, I got Josh Allen. And really, I had to put Josh Allen at 4 just because of. It's never. I ain't gonna say never. It's rarely his fault why they lose to the big dogs in the playoffs. It's more like their team falls short than anything.
Yeah.
And one time the league and the rules at the time messed with it, but I really feel like he's like one of those top 2 talented guys.
Definitely.
But we just ain't really seen him get it done in the playoffs like that. So how could I make a list, right? And leave your Joe Burrows, put him ahead of Joe Burrow, who's beat him a couple different times in the playoffs and has been to a Super Bowl. So that's my number 4. Everybody knows how talented he is. Don't really have to get into it. And then number 3, I just mentioned him. I got Joe Burrow at number 3. I really, really love his game. I know he's coming off an injury.
Yeah.
Joe, you was my fantasy quarterback last year, and it really, really hurt me that you went out there in that game knowing that you was injured. And I started you. Joe.
He shouldn't touch that field.
I started you, Joe, and you went out there and you played like a quarter or whatever, and I ended up winning the championship because as we just outlined. But that really hurt me that particular night. That really, really hurt me. And so that's my number 3. I think he's gonna have a great year. They did pick up a tackle. I'm not too high on Amarius Mims. He ain't played enough games, bro. He ain't played enough games, bro. TJ Watt's gonna eat his lunch, bro.
He's not wrong.
He has to block TJ Watt and Myles Garrett.
Yeah. Well, Myles Garrett for sure Hall of Famer.
TJ Watt a Hall of Famer.
TJ Watt, you put him in Hall of Fame already? We don't get to that a little later.
That's a teaser, a drip. A drip. But,
who you got number? So that's your number 3. Number 2.
Yeah, that's my number 3, Joe Burrow. Number 2 is obviously Lamar Jackson, best talent in the league. Ooh, can't say that. But he's that dude. We all know who Lamar Jackson is. And number 1 obviously is Patrick Mahomes, right? And so he's that guy. So I'm gonna go back to the 10. I want you to tell me if I left anybody off that you think I should be on, that you think should be on, or whatever. Okay. So here's the 10 in order: Patrick Mahomes at number 1. Then it's Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, C.J. Stroud, Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray, and Jordan Love. How you like that?
Although I do disagree with the order, I like how we put on the title going in to 2024. The reason I say that is because Dak Prescott would have been on that list had it been 2022, 2023. But going into 2024 is looking real bleak for my boy. Oh my gosh. Dak, come through, please, for me, bro. For the city of Dallas, bro. Make these people mad. You feel me? But Dak, I understand why Dak not on the list. So I'm gonna say the quarterbacks on there. No, like I said, I don't agree with the ranking. Quarterbacks on there, I agree with. Yeah. So who are some honorable mentions? Would you say Jared Goff is an honorable mention?
No, I would say I really don't have no honorable mentions. I really don't have any honorable mentions.
No Kirk, no Brock.
No, bro, because I don't feel like you have to rank them 1 through 32. So obviously maybe 12 through 14 would be honorable mentions just by the sheer fact of the numbers. Yeah. But if we're gonna make a list and call it the elite list, how many guys you think are considered elite quarterbacks in NFL? 10's probably a little bit rich. You'll probably stop at like 6 or so.
Really like 5, to be honest.
Yeah, like 5. And so, I don't think Brock Purdy, Jalen Hurts, Kirk Cousins, Dak Prescott, I don't think those guys are elite quarterbacks. And I don't think they're anywhere near that tier of quarterback play. Okay. And, no disrespect to those guys, I just don't think they fit that label.
No, I understand. I completely understand. Like I said, I agree with the order, but you can't agree with the quarterbacks. Every quarterback on that list has immense talent, immense capability, and they're put in great positions. So, yeah, to those quarterbacks, make it happen. Go ahead and make us proud. Make this list come back at the end of the season. DT's list, top 5 quarterbacks going to the 2024 season. Yes, catch you.